All right, welcome to Brain and Behavior. Just to confirm that you're in the right place, this is an introductory video for Summer Session 1 Brain and Behavior course, and the year is 2016. Right now what I'm going to do is walk you through the Moodle website, let you know how the course is structured, and point out a number of posted assignments and posted information that you're going to want to pay particular attention to. First off, we have this Getting Started Materials section. This has some important information that you'll need. First off, this is of course where you find this video. This is introducing you to the course. This is the first thing that hopefully you are watching. You will also see a video about me. This is just where I tell you a little bit about myself so you know who is teaching the course. This is the first activity that you'll have. I'd like you to introduce yourself to your classmates. This is an online class, but we would like to try to foster some sort of group learning environment. So I'd like you to answer a couple of questions, post some information about yourself so that you and all of your other classmates can learn a little bit about each other. We also have a number of documents here that present the technology and knowledge requirements for this course. You should review these. This talks about what technology you'll need in terms of computers and the like, as well as what are the basic knowledge requirements that we have for you beginning this course. There are also course and institution policies. This is an online course, so we have netiquette. This details specific behaviors and expectations that we have with regards to your online communication, performance, and overall etiquette. Then we also outline the course learning objectives. This is something that is central for you to know for an online course. This is basically what the learning objectives are for this course. So you can look through this to learn a little bit more about the course goals. We have here the student instructor contract. This is something that I try to do in all of my classes, and the Turn-It-In consent form, and I'll talk about this in just a second. So this is a student instructor contract that you need to fill out. If you click this link, then basically it takes you to a separate page here that details what my expectations of you are and what your expectations of me can be. So you read through this, and then at the bottom you need to provide your digital signature, so you would type in your full name. We also have a Turn-It-In consent form. This is something that is required because we will be using Turn-It-In for this course. So you will be doing a number of writing assignments as part of the course, and you will be submitting the writing assignments in to Turn-It-In. Turn-It-In, what it does is it will basically help you not accidentally plagiarize. It also provides guidance in terms of if you have used information from your textbook or from other sources and you don't realize how much of that information you've used, then it will show you your similarity score to other papers, other online material. And this is also one of the basic ways that we prevent student plagiarism up front. We use similar prompts across multiple semesters, and we have a large number of students go through this course. And so if we have this type of protection up front, then this automatically communicates to students that, oh, you wouldn't necessarily be able to use your friend's submission who took this class a year ago, because the Turn-It-In software would automatically find that you had done that. So we have a Turn-It-In consent form that you need to complete as part of the course. So all you need to do is click here. You'll be brought here to this Turn-It-In consent document. This is language that is provided by the university. So this is a university consent form that you need to sign as part of your participation in this course. So you can read through the consent document, and again, all you need to do is provide your digital signature at the bottom. And finally, ending the Getting Started Materials section is a short video that covers some of the key to success for this particular course. And so please watch this before you begin the course, because it will really help you understand why we have the course structured the way we do and give you particular guidance for getting the grade that you want. We now move into course resources. Here you have a copy of the syllabus. You can click here anytime to get the most updated version. You have Chapter 1 and Chapter 2 scanned copies of the textbook. This is all I will be posting. This is basically to give you a little bit of the textbook until you receive your own book if you have not received it already. We also have ongoing course resources. These are particularly important. I will send out weekly to bi-weekly course updates. These are emails that remind students what is going to be occurring or what is due for this week, in general sending updates. And whenever I send out these updates, I do it through this blog, so you will receive an email. It's very important that you check emails regarding this course, because if I make any changes or if I announce anything, then I will be sending it out through this course update. So you'll be getting an email about any course updates. You can also, if you can't find the email, open up this blog and see all of the updates that have been sent out by myself or any of the TAs. We have a discussion blog where you can post general questions or things that you would like answered. We also have a common student question and answers blog. This is an ideal place if you have questions that you can post them. This is probably the fastest way that you will get a response, because if you have a question, it will be sent out to all of your peers in the class. Myself and all of the TAs will receive it as well. And it's quite likely that you'll hear back from one of the peers in this course before you would hear back from myself and the TAs. This is not a general reflection of the fact that we are not available. It's more of a reflection of the fact that there are 20 times the number of fellow students than TAs or instructors. So you're likely going to hear back from one of your fellow students before you would be able to hear back from myself or the TA. This is an online course, so it is also something that I will be traveling intermittently throughout the course because I can manage this from afar, but there will be periods, for example, that I might not be able to check the course. So if you have a particular question that you would like to get an answer to quickly, this is probably your best bet to post it here. We also have material on how to cite. So we have basic APA manual information from the Atkins Library and from Purdue University that has a really nice summary. So if you have any questions about how to cite information, this would be particularly helpful for when you are doing the writing reflection assignments that are part of this course. Then you can use these resources. In our next section, we have extra credit opportunities. There is a syllabus quiz that's available for a limited time only. You can take this. Please take it after you have read through the syllabus. And we also have extra credit opportunities via SONA, so you can participate in research. And what will happen is that as the summer session progresses, there will be a couple of other opportunities that will be posted here. So if there is an extra credit opportunity, it will be posted here. If you want to find out more about extra credit opportunities or see what is available, then you can look at this section. Now that we've covered extra credit opportunities, before I move into introducing you to the basic organization of course content, we're going to spend a little bit of time reviewing the syllabus. All right, so here's the syllabus for this class. You have my contact information. My office hours are by appointment only. My office is 4033 Colvard. Here's my phone number and email. By far, the best way to get in touch with me is through email, especially because this is summer. The teaching assistants for this course, Sarah Sagui, Lydia Roos, and Catherine Bernero. All of their emails are here. Office hours are Tuesday from 11 a.m. to 12 p.m. or by appointment. The location of office hours will be updated very soon after the course begins because this information is currently being determined. This is the textbook for this class. It is the 4th edition. It is not the 3rd edition, or it is not the 5th edition. The entire class is structured to this textbook, so you'll need to have a copy of this textbook for the class. We present the basic course objectives. I'll have you read through this at your leisure, but overall, the goals of this course are to become familiar with the anatomy and function of different brain areas, to understand how cells in the brain, specifically neurons, operate, in particular how they communicate with one another and with organs, to grasp how chemicals, both intrinsic such as hormones and extrinsic such as drugs, affect brain and function, to briefly introduce techniques used by scientists to study brain function as it relates to behavior, and finally, to realize the role of the brain and nervous system has in perception, behavior, emotion, stress, memory, and learning, and other complex behaviors. Our grading criteria for this course is based upon 3 scheduled exams, 12 online quizzes, 7 writing reflections or discussion writing assignments, and participation. As I already mentioned and showed you the section on Moodle, extra credit opportunities will be made available. Students may earn up to 5% or approximately 22 points in extra credit. It is capped at 22 points, which is 5% of the total points in the class. I highly recommend that you take advantage of all extra credit opportunities that are available to you, because the extra credit is the way for you to quote unquote bump your grade. I do not bump grades. The extra credit is your way to take you from that 78% or that 79% to above an 80%, for example. Exams. So again, we have 3 scheduled exams. The exams consist of multiple choice, definition, label matching, true-false questions. They make up about 60% of your final grade in this course. The exams take place online. They are open for a 72-hour window, no extensions, no makeups. You'd have to have a serious event. These are defined by the university that would qualify for you to have some sort of extension. So if for some reason you are missing the 72-hour window of the exam, I can only accommodate this if you provide me with documentation through the university. During the 72-hour window, you will be able to choose the time that you want to take the exam, but you will have only 1 hour to complete the exam once you start it. I want to tell you up front right now that the exams, we have conducted in-person versions of these exams, so we know how long the exams take. The 1 hour that we give you is tight, and so I want you to know up front that you'll want to put yourself in the best environment that you can at home. Don't think of the exam at home as a relaxing experience. You will want to make sure that you are alert, that you are taking the exam upright at a table, not sitting on your bed or exhausted. You want to have your phone off. You don't want to have your TV on in the background, stuff like that. The time window is tight, so I'm telling you up front to put yourself in the best position possible and be mindful of that when you take the exams. We have our online quizzes. These contribute about 25% of your final grade. The quizzes are designed to help you learn and think about the material presented in the lectures and the course readings. The quizzes also help you focus on important concepts for the exams. So there are 12 quizzes. They will all be graded, but only 11 quizzes will count towards your grade, so the lowest quiz will be dropped. The quizzes are also open for a 72-hour window, no extensions, no makeups. You can take the quizzes multiple times, but only your highest score will be recorded. So if you take the quiz the first time and you get 7 points, you take it again the next time and you get 8 points, you take it again a third time and you get 10 points, or a fourth time, or whatever. It is the 10 points or the highest score that you have that will be recorded. I also want to let you know that the quiz bank the quizzes are 10 questions each. I want to let you know that the quizzes are 10 questions each, but then the quiz bank is much higher, so you will not necessarily see the same questions each time. So it's also beneficial for you to take the quizzes multiple times so that you will see a larger range of questions. Writing assignments. We have writing reflection assignments that are designed for you so that you can demonstrate critical thinking and learning. During the semester, these assignments would occur roughly bi-weekly, but during the summer, you have 1 to 2 a week. They total about 12% of your final grade. One thing that I want to let you know up front is that the writing assignments must be submitted to Moodle. To be more specific, the writing assignments must be submitted on Turnitin in Moodle before the due date and time. Okay, so it's typical for students to figure out how to learn how to use Turnitin, how is something submitted. You want to make sure that you give yourself time. You should not be working on this last minute and be finding out that you've had trouble submitting it to Turnitin. It's not particularly complicated, but it's certainly something that you don't want to be figuring out with 1 or 2 minutes to spare. So the writing reflections are turned in links on the Moodle page. Give yourself time ahead of time to submit them. If you've submitted it correctly, you will receive a confirmation email. If you do not receive that confirmation email, then it is likely that it was not submitted correctly and you'll want to resubmit it. There are lots of people in this course, and I will not accept any late submissions even if you have trouble submitting it. So give yourself time up front to submit this. Now, of these 7 writing assignments, I will decide to formally grade 2 or 3 of the assignments, okay? So the 2 or 3 assignments that will be formally graded, these are determined by me after the due date. These formally graded writing assignments are worth 10 points. The remaining 4 to 5 assignments are graded on a submit 5 points or a non-submit 0-point scale. So if you submit it and you have the word count that is required, then you will receive your 5 points. If you submit it and you do not have the word count that is required, then you will receive 0 points. And of course, also, if you don't submit anything, you will receive 0 points. There are additional details for the writing assignments for each prompt, so you'll be able to see those on Moodle. Course participation. I have participation questions that I ask during the videos. In addition, I have participation questions that I post on Moodle. You will get credit for responding to these questions. This online participation is worth 20 points. To calculate these 20 points, I will choose a selection of the response questions from the semester, and whether or not you responded them is entered in Moodle. The lowest 10 responses will be dropped, resulting in 20 points. So you have a range of opportunities across the course of this summer session 1 to respond to the participation questions. Of those, I will select a random amount and drop the lowest 10 points. So even if you don't respond to every single question, but you respond to most of them, you should be putting yourself in a good position for doing well on participation points. I've posted and taken a great deal of time to record videos for this course. Please watch them. They are designed to help you learn and help give you all of the material that you would need, despite the fact that this is an online course. So please read through, listen to, watch the posted study material. Here's the basic breakdown of points, and this is an estimated breakdown of points. This past semester, when I taught the class, one of the exams was actually worth 78 points, 76 points, 102 points, so the points crept up just a little bit. But in general, exam 1 is about 75 points, exam 2 is 75 points, the final exam is 100 points. There are, again, 12 quizzes, the lowest one is dropped, so this is 110 points. The writing assignments will range based upon how many are graded, 2 or 3 of them, to be 45 to 50 points, and then you have participation. So out of the total points possible for this course, so if that is 430 points, if it is 435 points, 90% and above will get you an A, 80% and above will get you a B, 70% and above will get you a C, 60% and above will get you a D, and anything below 60% is an F. Grade rounding occurs at the point level, not the percent level, okay? So basically what this means is that if you have 343.7 points, then that 343.7 points will be rounded to 344 points. I do not round at the percent level, I only round at the point level. My makeup policy, these is online. There is no makeup for quizzes, there are no makeup for exams. They're open for a limited window. Please make sure that you keep this time available. The course and institution policies are posted in a separate document, but they're also here. We are very strict with regards to academic dishonesty. It is also essential that you use your UNCC email accounts. We will send out information with the course updates and so on and so forth, so you want to make sure that you check these emails. I've had students ask me in the past, what is the answer to this in this so and so question? And I say, I sent that out in a course update earlier in the week. Oh, well, I don't ever read those emails. Well, don't do that. Read the emails. I'm only going to send you stuff that's important or going to help you. So please make sure that you read the emails that I send out as part of this course. Time commitment. This is a 3-credit course. A 3-credit course, based on the definition of the university, is 3 hours of classroom or direct faculty instruction. And of course, for online, this would be approximately 3 hours of direct instruction through videos, and 9 hours of out-of-class student work each week. So if you have 3 hours of in-class time and 9 hours of out-of-class time, this 9 hours should be the time that you should be studying to do really well. When this course is being offered over the summer, the same total time commitment will be required for the 5-week summer session. So 12 hours a week over 15 weeks is going to be compressed into a 5-week summer session. So this class will require you to put in a significant amount of time each week. Out-of-class work includes reading, research, taking the online quizzes, the writing assignments, studying for exams. So please make sure you're aware of the time commitment for this course. We have quizzes, writing reflections to support your learning. They do take time to complete. Please make sure that you understand the fact that this is not going to necessarily be an easy course. It is designed to be challenging, and challenging yourself means that you're going to have to learn a little bit more, learn some things that you don't know. This will take time, so please invest the time, invest in yourself to get the grade that you want. And in the end, this also means that you're investing in yourself to get the education that you want. Here we have the tentative schedule for the summer session. So as you can see, there's roughly going to be about 3 to 4 chapters per week. So you'll definitely want to make sure that you give yourself time. Everything on here denotes when things are open, when they're posted. So here, quiz 1 opens, quiz 2 opens. So you can see if the quizzes are open for 72 hours, and they're obviously going to overlap. The only time that they don't overlap is that when an exam is open, no quizzes are open. I do have versions of the quizzes that I will post or open for you for studying purposes. But when we're trying to squeeze 15 weeks into 5 weeks, then one of the things I'm having to play with a lot is being able to leave the quizzes and the exams open for the same amount of time during the semester without it being too overwhelming. So we try our best, but I know that you'd rather have the material open for 3 days than have it be open less. So I've worked hard to try to spread this around the best that I can. So here it says when a quiz opens, writing reflections, when they're posted is the day that it's due. So please read through and familiarize yourself with what is required for the course, the number of chapters that we go through. And here's an example. Quiz 7 opens, quiz 8 opens. These overlap. They're open for 3 days, so you have time to take them multiple times. They each close before the exam, which is open for 72 hours. At the very end of the syllabus are copies of the student instructor contract, as well as a copy of the Turnitin consent form. So this concludes the review of the syllabus. All the information, all the content that you need, the videos and the slides are roughly organized by week and by chapter. So in week 1, we have chapter 1 and chapter 2. You'll see here the slides are posted, and then we have the video lectures that present the course content. So you'll go through here. Here's quiz 1, and here is writing reflection 1. So as you look through, all of the content is posted that you'll need, except the participation questions. I will be posting these throughout the time course of the summer session. Generally, I will post participation questions at the beginning of the week, and you will have roughly 5 to 7 days to complete them. When I do post them, you'll see here it'll be labeled participation question, and you'll be able to click on it and see the dates that it's open. Similarly, just as if you were to click on this quiz, you would be able to see that the quiz is not going to be available until May 24th, and it closes on Friday, May 27th. So you have all of this information that you would need to understand upfront when the quizzes are. You can click on any one of them to see when it will open and when it will close. If I make any changes to when it will be open or when it will be closed, I will send out the information in a course update. You can also click on the writing reflection assignment to see what it is so that you can get started on any of these ahead of time. They all have the due dates. Each writing reflection assignment includes 2 prompts, and you can select the prompt that you would like to do. The other thing you need to know about the writing assignments is that you need to write between 300 and 500 words. If you write a little bit beyond 500, that's not going to be a problem. I do have students ask me that question. If you write below 300, it will be. And this word count should not include any references that you provide. So you should be writing 300 words to answer these specific questions. And to do well, you want to make sure that you explicitly answer the parts of the prompt. So each prompt differs for each writing reflection assignment, but for every single writing reflection assignment, we have 2 prompts, and you can choose one of the 2. Again, you'll see here as you scroll down that all of the course information is already posted, but you will have to be going through and taking quizzes as they open, submitting writing reflections as they're due, and the participation questions will also have a time element on them so that everyone is trying to respond to them at the same time. Because when you do answer your participation question, they're designed so that after you answer it, you'll also be able to see what your classmates answered, and this is to stimulate learning. So the participation questions will be relatively timed. This section here will have exam 1 and review material, so this will be below it. You won't see any information here because I will not release that until the exam time gets closer. After the exam, we move on to the next content. Similarly, for exam 2, then you will have the content review materials here and the exam will be here, the rest of the content, and we end with the final exam materials. So this is the overall layout of the course on Moodle. We've tried to give you all the information that you need. Now that you have watched this getting started video, please go through and read all this information. And after you have had some time to look over the course and familiarize yourself with it, then you can watch this Keys to Success video. This goes into a little bit more detail about why we have the particular structure that we do with regards to all of the support assignments, the quizzes, the writing reflections, and the exams so that you are set up for success in this course. With that, I hope you guys have a really great time taking this class. Even though it's an online class, I'm going to hope to get to know you a little bit, and hopefully you'll get to know me a little bit as well. So I hope that you are challenged, that you learn a lot, and enjoy this class.